I can't believe it's October already, which means that we're firmly into quarter 4 and it's time for Preptober. Hi, my name is Dawn Dalton. I am a freelance writer, an aspiring author, and this year I am working towards self-publishing my debut novel, Game On, and I'm taking you along for the ride. October for a lot of writers is also called Preptober. And what Preptober is just getting everything ready so that when we hit November and NaNoWriMo, we are ready to hit the ground running. And NaNoWriMo is literally just National Novel Writing Month. It's a month where you're trying to put in 50,000 words in 30 days. It's been going on since 1999, and I have been participating for most of that. I don't remember what year I started because I didn't put it into the official website. I think my earliest project that NaNoWriMo is showing is 2013, and I know I've been doing this for longer than that. And over the years, just like my writing process, my prep process for NaNoWriMo has changed. When I first started, I embraced everything that was the craziness of NaNoWriMo, and that included not really having a plan. Maybe having an idea of what I wanted to write, but no outline, no prep, no nothing. The only thing I would have is little rewards when I hit milestones during the month. And I kind of wish I had some sort of recording or something from back then, just so that I can really compare and contrast how everything has changed. Now, I am a nano rebel. I know my writing process is very much, I'm a handwriter, which makes it very hard for me to count my words and keep track of them. Back when I first started utilizing the Nano website, you actually had to put your project in so that they could verify the number of words you had. They no longer do that, but a lot of people would just do a gibberish website and just copy and paste that in. So with me being a rebel, I have a slightly different process because I'm not starting a brand new project for NaNoWriMo. I'm doing something that I've been drafting on and off for years. So let me walk you through my process for NaNoWriMo and my Preptober. First things first, I have to pick a story and then prep it. So this year for NaNoWriMo, I am typing up The Land Beyond the Rainbow, which is my portal fantasy romance that is just sort of a fun little passion project. It's got no bearing on my publishing journey, probably won't have any bearing for quite some time until I figure out where it fits into me being a published author, because it is so different from everything else that I write. Most of what I write is either contemporary, erotica, or paranormal romance. So having a random portal fantasy is just not it. But because part of my goal for NaNoWriMo is just to have fun and enjoy the process of it, this book fits in perfectly. Once I pick my project, I do set it up in the NaNoWriMo website just so that I can announce it and have it ready for when the clock strikes midnight on November 1st. Normally, after this, I would go to like the dollar store, the dollar spot at Target, etc., to pick out my rewards. And what I used to do is every 5,000 words that I would type up, I would get a reward of some sort. I don't do that anymore. I don't need the rewards. I spent the last year that I picked rewards not remembering that I had them. I have so many things sitting in my bathroom that have been prior rewards that I don't need to buy anything new. In fact, at this point, I need to go through and see if any of those face masks, etc., have expired and just sort of clean all that up. Instead of setting rewards for words typed, I am going to set self-care packages for myself for every week, just to relax and enjoy myself. I then have to prep my drinks and my snacks. A huge thing for me when I'm writing is if I don't have a drink on hand, I can't focus. So I do fill my fridge full of sparkling water, cold brew coffees, bubble teas, regular coffee. I have an entire shelf in my fridge dedicated to just what I'm drinking. I will be picking up some healthier snacks as we get closer to NaNoWriMo, as well as some, junk food because it's November and, we're just going to embrace everything November. I also set up the box that lives next to my desk. Inside this box are just the candles I use, as well as scented candles. And yes, my mom used to be a party light consultant, so I have all the candles known to God and man. So I pick out the scent that fits with my story, which for this one is strawberry, and I also tossed in a bunch of vanilla ones because I think that'll help mute some of the excess of that candle. But this box used to be full of face masks and hand masks and all sorts of nail polishes that I never use because I very rarely put nail polish on. But I get that set up so that while I'm writing, part of my ritual is to light a candle so that I have something to focus. And there's usually a scent that goes along with each story, and that is a huge part of my writing process, is to have focus tools. The next thing I do is I update my laptop and make sure that my computer is also updated with the latest versions of the software. I still use Scrivener, even though it's rapidly becoming something that I don't want to use. For now, that is very much my current go-to software. So I have to make sure both my laptop and my computer are synced up, ready to go, because part of NaNoWriMo is doing write-ins. And I know that if nothing else, I'm going to do the night of scribing recklessly, because that is one of the big nights for my region for a write-in. But I will also be going through the schedule not only for my region, but for sprints with the Heart Breathings group, just so that I can have a bit more of community, which is a huge part of NaNoWriMo for me, is finding my community and being able to write with other writers and to kind of spitball ideas back and forth. It's one of the things I love about this. It's one of the things I missed in my first few years. I didn't realize that I could meet up with other writers. So that's another big thing that I want to do. But with Preptober, I also need to make sure that I clear the decks so that come November 1st, my brain isn't working on Press Start, it's working on Land Beyond the Rainbow. So I am trying to push through typing up this draft of Press Start. I have started my draft of Roll of the Dice, and I still need to do all of the little fiddly bits that are left for publishing my book, which includes setting up my stuff on Amazon, getting my cover made, doing my final edits, and whatever else I have on the board back there. So I do want to get this draft of Press Start as completed as possible before November, so that come November 1st, I can mostly focus on getting Land Beyond the Rainbow typed up. So that's my plan for Preptober. Almost everything's ready except for getting my snacks. I want to wait a little bit longer before I buy everything so I don't eat it before NaNoWriMo. But I want to get everything cleared and ready to go so that come November 1st, I can hit the ground running and enjoy my NaNoWriMo. If you're enjoying the content I make and want to support me, don't forget to feed the algorithm, boop that like button, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.